Hi everyone. So I'm back and it is day 5 of Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month. And for today's video, I wanted to talk about something very near and dear to my heart, of course. And it's basically addressing the whole invisible illness, but you don't look sick theory that people somehow link being aesthetically pleasing, or their version of aesthetically pleasing does not equate to an illness. And it is both frustrating and annoying, but also a little demeaning and degrading, because even when well-intentioned, and I have heard on more than one occasion, you have MS, but you're so pretty, or oh, but you look like you look good. Or even when I was teaching dance, it was like, but look, you can move. And it was very you're like, yes, now. Thank you, today, in this moment, phenomenal. Still sick though. But it's something that it's just infuriating, honestly. And I just want to spread the word and talk a little bit about it, because it's probably more not knowing and, you know, unintentional ignorance of the subject. And of course, when you don't see something that's in your face, it's very easily misinterpreted. But another example, I have been dealing, or been battling multiple sclerosis for 13 years, as I've mentioned, and I did not get a handicap placard until last year. I went 12 years without really not taking advantage, but using that. And it is something that is very helpful, especially on days that are snowing and there's no parking and you're on your crutch or in a wheelchair, or it really does make a difference. And it's not just like, oh, cool, I can get to the groceries faster, or I can get to Walmart or Target faster. It's really not about that. And people need to understand that, and I think be a little more sensitive. Not all disabilities are visible, and that's just what it is. I mean, people are battling things every single day that they're almost forced to just slap a smile on and go on with the world, because the world does not stop spinning because people are sick. So I think the least we could do is maybe just be a little more understanding, or not so quick to judge, because you really don't know what someone is going through. And hey, look, if it is someone that's taking advantage of the system or abuses it, you know what? Let them rock. Honestly, at that point, it's like, you know what? Clearly, if this is that important that you would take something away from someone that is meant specifically to help with an ailment they have, if you're that just non-compassionate, I mean, if that's okay for you, then sorry, but even with my illness, I feel like, go ahead, you can have it. If it's really that important to you, I'll just crutch myself a little longer into the store, no worries. So just let's be a little more aware that most people are dealing with something, some form of stress, and whether you think it's comparable to yours or not is really irrelevant, because it's really how it's affecting that person. And again, that person could be suffering from depression. That person could be suffering from cancer. That person can be suffering from grief because they lost someone, so they're just done. I mean, people are, like I said, dealing with things every day and not boasting about them, and don't walk around with signs saying, this is what's wrong with them, this is what I'm dealing with. So I don't have a sign that says, I have MS. Trust me, I'm sick, even when I look good. Even in heels, I'm still sick, trust me. And I always like to say, like, you want my parking spot? Great, take my MS too. Go for it. It is what it is, but if I could just shed a little awareness on, at least from someone who, again, doesn't always look sick, which again is like like saying, oh, that's not normal. Like, what's normal? Who's to say what, what does sick look like? Whether I have my crutch or not, whether I could be in more pain on a day I don't have my crutch, believe it or not. It's like, just, people are so quick to judge. So in wrapping up, it's really kind of a short and sweet topic. It's an invisible illness. It's not any less valid. It's not any less real. It's just not in your face. So that's all. So just think for a second before you're so quick to snap or make a judgment or, roll your eyes at someone who looks okay coming out of a handicap spot. Maybe focus your time on something a little more positive. Like, oh, I hope that person's feeling well today. Or not, or just go about your day and keep it moving. That works too. But yeah, so let's all be kind, right? In a world where you can be anything, be kind. But with that being said, keep on fighting, because I know I will.